What's going on, everybody? Tyson from VS Card Hub coming back in, and this is going to be a fun one. So I want to go ahead and wish everybody a happy Labor Day. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the long weekend. This should be getting posted up on Labor Day Monday. So we're doing a little kind of double-edged celebration-ish. So we recently hit 200 subscribers, had a little fun, opened up for the 100 subscribers. Opened up one of each mega box from the 2024 year. It's been probably about a week or two since we hit the 200. Pushed this off a little bit just because I wanted to kind of coincide it with the holiday and have a little fun, get some time to really rip it. But we're going to do a half case of 2024 Prestige. So we still had a bunch of this in the office. I opened a ton of this last year. Prestige is a really fun early season product. It's I'd say it's kind of a step up from like Elite and Score, just because they do look like super classy. Like the cards look super classy. You can get a ton of numbered stuff. You can get autographs. You can also get like die cut case hits. Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff out of Prestige. So I think it's a super fun rip, and it's usually pretty affordable. At least last year you could buy these boxes. These are the mega boxes. You can get them for about 45 bucks. So it's a pretty affordable rip, and the mega boxes were the way to go. I'll talk about it a little bit once we start opening it. The other highlight, another reason why I probably like this, and I'm kind of biased, is I did pull a 1-of-1 Darius Davis autograph. It's not a big card. He's not a big, flashy, huge player. He came on really good towards the end of last season once the Chargers really started using him a bunch in their offense. But I pulled a 1-of-1 out of retail. That's the other nice thing about Prestige, is we've seen with Elite and with Score, out of retail stuff, you can't pull 1-of-1s. There's no 1-of-1s in retail products for Elite and Score. With Prestige, I'll show you the checklist here. You can pull a ton of 1-of-1s, and I'm hoping, Panini, if you're watching this, I am hoping that you keep it this way, because Prestige was a fun retail chase. Now, I've talked about it before. Prestige has a huge checklist, like massive. Like this fills up almost the whole back of the mega box for the checklist. But you can get 1-of-1, 1-of-1s. You can get 1-of-1s of pretty much everything in here. 1-of-1s, 1-of-1s all the way down. So this one was the where is it at? The base, there it is. Base Extra Points Signature Premium, or excuse me, Base Extra Point Signature Premium Black. That's what this one was. The Darius Davis, numbered down to 1. So it's fun stuff. It's really cool stuff. I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. Like I said, I opened a whole bunch of it. So we're going to go ahead and open a whole bunch today. So give me a minute and we will get these opened up. I'll be back. I'm going to stack all these packs up and we'll get to ripping. Buckle up. It might be a little bit longer video, but I think we should have some fun. All right, there we go. There's our packs. 10 boxes, half case. Let's see if we can get something good out of here. As you can see in the background too, a little shameless plug. Still licking our wounds a bit from the PSA rating reveal I did. Still a little, not upset, but disappointed with what I got back and kind of the QC that PSA did, especially with that Amon-Ra slab that was just like cracked all the way, almost all the way down, especially when it was across the front of the card. But a lot of that stuff that was in that PSA video, as well as a lot of what we'll pull out of here, most likely going to end up on eBay. If it's not on there already, make sure you check it out. If you're interested in any of this stuff, yeah, go check out eBay. A lot of this stuff will end up on there, whether it's in auctions or fixed price, you name it. you see it here, that's usually where it ends up. The other thing I forgot we pulled out of Prestige last year was the Michael Penix autograph. That's an on-card Michael Penix passport signature. So hoping he has a good year. Like I said, that is on card. These were a big hit in there because, again, early season card, on card signature, you know, not a sticker like Panini likes to do. So let's get into it. Hopefully I've got enough top loaders and sleeves. We'll see if I got to stop at some point in here. Like I said, buckle up because it's going to be a little bit of a ride. I'll probably, bigger hits I get, I'll sleeve and top load those. A lot of other stuff is just going to kind of get put off to the side. So when you're opening these packs, at least for 2024, because you can still find these boxes listed online on like Target, Walmart. There's a couple sites, I think Shields every once in a while has these down at like $30 for a mega box. When you open them up, usually with the mega boxes, you get like 3 base veteran cards. That's your normal seeding, is you're going to see 3 base veteran cards. If you ever open it up and you pull it out and there's only 2 base veteran cards, that usually means you're going to get an autograph or an extra numbered card in that pack. So, you know, here we got our 3 base veterans. You get your 2 rookies in here. So Theo Johnson and Braden Fisk. And then this is where we get our inserts and parallels. So you do get a ton of these inserts. Things like For the Record. You'll get a bunch of throwback stuff. And then we get every pack comes with, I believe these are the diamonds in here, because there was like the hypers, the diamonds, the sparkles, depending on which product you got. So that's usually how the pack goes. You get a couple rookies, you get an insert or 2, and you get your base cards. The nice thing about Prestige that I did not mention is that almost pretty much all the inserts can be numbered, as we saw in the back. It's a big checklist. And a ton of the inserts that are numbered can also be autographed. So you can get autographs on a bunch of random inserts, which is kind of interesting. Bryce Young, Mosley, Minshew. There's a little Drake May action. And Jonah Ellis. So Any Given Sunday, another one of our inserts here. And Leggett. So yeah, they have a bunch of the inserts, like the heroes. There we go. Living Legends. You can get stuff like this numbered, and you can get it autographed. So kind of interesting. Kind of fun, actually. Olave, Judy, T-Law. There's Jeremiah Trotter and Dallas Turner. Prestigious Pros. CeeDee Lamb. And as we saw, there's Darrelle Revis. The other one, the other stuff to look for in here, they do have horizontal cards. They are the actual short prints on the checklist. It's card numbers 391 to 400. Those are short printed rookies. That's the only way you can get Bo Nix out of here. He is number 393, I think. Out of all the stuff that opened up last year, I only got 1 Bo Nix. Josh Allen. We got Roman Wilson and Cooper DeJean. Looks like we got a Zaire Franklin. There's our extra points. This is numbered to 999. And Cortland Sutton. So Zaire Franklin, numbered to 999. Like I said, this is kind of like Elite. The checklists are going to be huge. So you have multiple different styles of these extra points inserts. You can get the extra points regular, which is that one, or you can get the extra points premium. The premium ones have more of the holographic design, a lot of different sparkles and stuff, and then you can get them all autographed as well. So there's Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin, and Max Crosby. Fashanu and Max Melton. We got a Mike Sainristil, should be numbered. Yep, so this is one of the premiums. Rookie Mike Sainristil, this is the extra points premium. As you can tell, it has the holographic rainbow effect. That's numbered to 399. Sainristil for the Commanders for our first extra points premium on a nice rookie. And Patrick Mahomes is behind him. So yeah, super fun stuff. I did pull a couple of the die cuts. I got a nuke of Tua, because the nuke die cuts are kind of like a little, almost look like a pizza oven, like a little dome. Did get a nuke of Tua out of here. Oh, so I think we've got an autograph. So as you can see, we only have 2 base cards. That is the big thing. 2 base cards, and then our rookies, which usually means we have an autograph in here. There's Malik Neighbors, Javon Baker. Ooh, this looks like it could be a fun one. Flip that over. We got Danielle Hunter. There's our extra points. That is to $2.99. That is just the base. Fashanu. So we got Neighbors, Javon Baker, and flipping it over, an on-the-clock NIL auto of Amani Bailey. I've pulled a bunch of Amani Bailey stuff. Got like 2 or 3 autographs of him out of Score. This is an on-card auto. These were NIL autos, so you got a lot of guys that were still college that came up in the draft or may have been signed after the draft. I know I had one of Austin Reed, the quarterback for the Chicago Bears. Actually pulled a NIL on the clock of Austin Reed last year as well. So there's an Amani Bailey on card, on the clock NIL auto. Yeah, I pulled a ton of Amani Bailey stuff. Or at least a ton of Amani Bailey autographs. Because I gotten 2 out of Score, I believe. Like I said, check out eBay. All this stuff will end up on eBay. If it doesn't go there, also check out the Whatnot shows. I do a bunch of single shows on there where we'll unload a lot of singles as well. Stidham, Jordan Love, TJ Tampa, Austin Booker. Got a Cortland Sutton extra points on the $5.99 blue, and Derrick Henry. So that is the nice thing about the mega boxes. They are the way to go. If you open up the blasters of Prestige, I don't know if it's going to be the same for 2025 when this stuff comes out, but the blasters of Prestige, where'd my opening go? There we go. Blasters of Prestige usually come with, I think, like 10 cards per pack, but you only get like 1 insert or parallel per pack. So you get a ton of base cards in the blasters, and then you don't really get much of anything else. Cade Stovers, Mike Sainristil again, Prestigious Pros, Khalil Mack, and on the back, there's a little Aiden Hutchinson on the youth movement. So these are one of the other ones you can get. You can get them numbered as well as autographed. I think the Heroes cards are probably the coolest ones. Kayvon Thibodeau, Ron Bland. There's Ricky Pearsall. Ray Davis. And we've got Michael Irvin to $5.99 and Joe Montana. I did pull a Joe Montana out of here to 25, I think. It was a Joe Montana autograph to 25. It was definitely a super cool card. But Montana signs a ton of stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and put all my rookies there. Kind of keep track of rookies, inserts, and all of our numbered stuff. There's Mason Smith and Braylon Trice. Here we have Troy Franklin. Ooh, there we go. Troy Franklin to $199. He might have a good year this year. That is a nice color match for his Oregon uniform. So these are, again, these are early season, so they are still in their college uniforms. Troy Franklin did go to Oregon with Bo Nix, so kind of waiting for that that chemistry to kick in. There's Troy Franklin to $199, 25 of $199 on the extra points green premium. And Dexter Jackson. Would love to get a case hit here. Would love to get a big autograph. I did pull a J.J. McCarthy as well to 50, I think. Auto to 50. That one actually sold. I graded it with SGC. Sold that one. There we go. So these are the inserts. As you can see, it does have the red foil. That one is numbered to $3.99. 105 of $3.99. Frank Gore. And McCreary on the Hyper. These do not have patch cards in there, so you don't have to worry about getting, you know, weird memorabilia cards or patch cards for college guys that never actually wore whatever's inside the patch. Josh Allen, we're going to have another autograph. We only have 2 base cards here, so that means we've got an autograph in here. Chris Jenkins and Dwayne Carter. So we've got Debo. There's a Bryce Young to 9.99 and an autograph. It's green. Was it Will Shipley? Nope, Cooper DeJean. There we go. Nice Cooper DeJean extra points. Not numbered, but this is one of the extra points premium base ones, or the base cards. So there's a nice Cooper DeJean autograph. So you can get these here on the silver base cards. You can also get them numbered. Kind of move these off to the side so we can see what we got back here. There we go, Cooper DeJean. Keep adding to that stack in the back. End up with cards falling all over the place here at some point. Oh, there's our rookies. There we go. Try and keep all that straight here. So we got 2 autographs so far. Harold Landry, Williams, and is that Devontae Adams, Edgerrin Cooper, and Johnny Wilson. And there we go, Tim Brown for the record, and Bryant Young. Yeah, let me know down below if you open any of this stuff. If you have, you like it, you hit anything. What do you think? I think the design's pretty good, honestly. For an early season product, he's got a pretty fun design. Darius Robinson and Leonard Taylor. There's Tony Dorsett, Living Legends. Ooh, Tony Dorsett, Living Legends. That's orange out of 50. Go 5 of 50. Living Legends, Tony Dorsett. Like I said, you can get all this stuff numbered. Get a ton of numbered stuff out of here. Would love to pull another 101. That would be like the ultimate goal. Rice. There's Terrion Arnold, rookie, and Malachi Corley. Prestigious pros of Loken and Kobe Turner. You can also check out the ComC port. I do have a ton of this stuff on ComC as well. So I've kind of spread them out a little bit. Mario Davis, excuse me. Talise Fuaga and Junior Colson on our rookies. And we've got Chris Olave on the blue to 5.99 and a Jameson Williams on the back. The other nice thing is usually these cards come out in pretty good shape. Like the quality control is usually pretty good on this stuff, especially for being a cheap early season product. Quality control is usually not too bad. Dylan Johnson, J.C. Latham. There's another Alma Matters, guys who went to the same school. And Calvin Hill, Living Legends. So yeah, I've sent a few of these off to get graded. I know I sent the Bo Nix, sent J.J. McCarthy. Usually had pretty good luck with Prestige. It's kind of one of those early season ones that they actually do pretty good in the quality control department. Porta Taylor, there's Marvin Harrison Jr. And Devondre Sweat, Loken again, and Brett Favre. Do get some throwback guys in here. So we already saw Montana. I've pulled Montana autographs out of here. So you will get some throwback dudes out of this stuff. Burrow, Will Anderson. Ooh. Oh, that's another Passports auto. We have a Passports auto in here. I pull from the back. We've got Joe Alt. There's Michael Pittman to 3.99 on the premium. And our Passport auto, we've got Johnny Wilson. So that one is a sticker. Kind of interesting. I believe I pulled Johnny Wilson before, and I actually got him as an on-card. So this one actually has a sticker on it. Kind of interesting. Look at that Michael Penix back there. That was on card. So there we go. Johnny Wilson. Just a little, very nice. Passport signatures. So that's 3 autographs so far. And we still got quite a few packs to go. Like I said, it's solid stuff. It's solid, fun stuff. And it's affordable. That's the nice thing about it, is it is affordable. It's not one of those things where you're going to spend, $60, $70 and, only get 30 cards or something, or 20 cards, and not get any value back. And deep breath, fingers crossed. Panini, please don't mess up Prestige this year. Please don't go down that road of tops and all this other stuff that's, prices keep going higher. The card counts keep going lower. I don't know. Looking forward to it. We'll see. Prestige comes out in November, I believe. Mitchell, Braylon Allen. There's Calais Campbell to $9.99 and Tyler Conklin. So yeah, I think it comes out in November. At least it's slated for November. Whether it gets pushed back, Panini has pushed a bunch of their releases back so far, which is unfortunate, but, would really hope they kind of keep up with it. We'll see. See what happens. Sean Alexander and Lamar. There's Sam Darnold, no longer a Viking. Lad McConkey and Jamari Thrash. There's Terrion Arnold, extra points, and Christian Barrymore. Yeah, I had Prism Draft Picks. I had a couple hobby boxes on order because I love it. Talked about it before. Try not to bore everybody with Prism Draft Picks talk, but yeah, I had some on order, and it has been pushed back into like October now, which is kind of unfortunate. Go Alvin Kamara. Cup. There's another Drake May. Another Jonah Ellis. We've got timestamp Tank Dell. Hoping he comes back to play one day. We'll see. That injury was pretty bad, and yeah, the Texans drafted like he wasn't coming back. So I don't know. We'll see. They took a couple nice receivers. Brought in. Who did they bring in? They brought in somebody. I can't remember. But yeah, Nico's gonna eat. Got some good rookie receivers. Fortunately, Mixon's hurt, so it looks like Nick Chubb is going to be the dude to start the, $3.99. There we go. Paul Krause to $3.99 on the Living Legends. Yeah, Nick Chubb's going to be starting running back, but watch out for Woody Marks. Texans could be interesting. We'll see. Bosa, there's Cole Bishop and Penix. We got Christian Gonzalez on the purple to 150. So that's extra points, non-premium, just your standard extra points, and Ray Davis. Whew, man, these packs keep going. Devin White, Johnny Manziel, Quentin Johnson, Theo Johnson, Braden Fisk. There's 2 on the Prestigious Pros, and Michael Mayer on the Youth Movement. He's another one that's kind of a low-key, could be a good one, especially if they start doing some, 2 tight end sets out there in Vegas. Raiders really put him and Bowers to use at the same time. Von Solomon, Kamari Lassiter, Alma Matters, and franchise favorites, Kellen Winslow. Do some 2 tight end sets with Mayer and Bowers out there. See what happens with Jacoby Meyer. He wants out, but I think it's just he's trying to get paid. Don't blame him. Got to get that bag while you can. There's Ennis Rakestraw, Gabe Murphy, James Cook, Prestigious Pros, and Jalen Phillips. So a little bit of a cold streak on our autographs. Let's see if we can turn that around here. Caleb Bullock and Tommy Eichenberg. Those are Alma Matters and Zay Flowers. Waller's back in the NFL. We got a backwards card. Jacoby Brissett. It is backwards for no reason. That one got a little dent on the side there. All right, Jacoby Brissett backwards just to mess with us. Nate Wiggins and Jalen Polk. There's a nice Michael Penix number to 999. And behind him we had a Chop Robinson. Pulled a ton of Chop Robinson out of 2024 stuff. That dude was everywhere. He was one of those guys who was just like, all right, tired of seeing this guy. Let's, move on. Brown. Got here Brock Bowers. There's Jaden Hicks. Time-stamped CD. And Cade Otton. Cade Otton, nice late round pickup in your fantasy. If you haven't drafted yet, I already drafted 3 teams so far. Got Leonard Taylor, Terry and Arnold. Jeffrey Simmons out of 399. And Jermaine Burton, Mr. Slot Machine. Jeffrey Simmons, 399, and a little Jermaine Burton to finish off that pack. Yeah, drafted, three leagues so far. I do have a Dynasty League. I've been in that Dynasty League for like 8, 9, 10 years, somewhere in there. Now I got Corley, Neighbors, Goff. I'm feeling pretty good about the Dynasty League this year. Last couple of years have been kind of rough. I've won it a bunch. A few years ago, I went into a nice winning streak. The only problem was that meant I started getting some pretty terrible draft positions, so I was picking up like rookies off the very end of the draft. Not really hitting too much, unfortunately. There's Greg Lloyd, 999, and Chris Godwin. So I've been in a little bit of a slump. I think I started out last year, like I lost like 3 or 4 in a row. Won one, lost another one. I was like, man, I was thinking last year was going to be a terrible year. And then I won out and at least made the playoffs, but then got knocked out in the first round. So all my guys decided to take the last couple weeks off. There's Darius Davis. That's our homie there. Byron Murphy, Spencer Rattler, Andre Swift, and Yaya Diaby. Unfortunately, I still ended up, I think, 8th or 9th in the draft order this year for the rookie draft for Dynasty, which was kind of unfortunate because by the time it got to me, all the big names are off the board. And it's kind of grabbing. I did get an RJ Harvey, so hoping he really hits out there in Denver. RJ Harvey's looking pretty good. Will Levis and Caden Ellis. But yeah, snagged a little RJ Harvey. I did get Woody Marks for the Texans. I already have Chubb, so I at least have the Texans running backs covered outside of Mixon and Pierce. Everyone keeps saying watch Pierce, but Pierce is kind of one of those ones that's been, everyone's been saying to watch him for the last, 4 or 5 years. Casey Washington. Go. And George Teague, franchise favorites. So we haven't really seen, haven't seen Pierce do too much. Like he flashes. Shows up here and there. Doesn't really last. Walker. Peyton Wilson and McKinley Jackson. There's a little Joe Burrow to $9.99. And Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, at least in the Dynasty League, I grabbed Woody Marks, RJ Harvey, Pat Bryant, and at least one other sneaky guy. Ooh, we've got, I noticed it as soon as I opened the pack. That is one of the Nuke die cuts. That is a case hit. That is a case hit Nuke die cut. Show me a rookie. So there we go. We had 2 base cards, which means we either have an autograph or a case hit. This time we have a case hit. So we've got Quinion Mitchell. There's Brandon Dorless. On the back, we've got Ben Sanat. And Prestigious Pros, CJ Stroud, or excuse me, Any Given Sunday. And we're looking at, oh man, Anthony Richardson, Nuclear Die Cut. Man, might as well just give me Will Levis. There's AR. This is the Nuke case hit. One of the case hits they have in here is like nukes. There's the citywide or worldwide, I believe. But that is the nuclear case hit. Anthony Richardson. Wish it would have been somebody else, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, not the one we're looking for. He's still young. I mean, what, AR is only like, what, 22 years old? Something like that. So, we'll see if he plays behind Daniel Jones for a little bit. See if he kind of gets another shot. There's JJ and Jalen McMillan. Kyron to 199 and DK Metcalf. So there we go. We kind of broke our little cold streak with a little nuke. Jim Barrymore. There we go. How about a little Jaden Daniels? A little JD rookie. Chris Jenkins. Puka and Bijan on the powerhouse. These ones are also pretty cool. We've not pulled any of the heroes. I'm kind of surprised. They have the heroes inserts in here that are actually super cool looking. We have not pulled any heroes out of here. Taylor, Johnny Wilson. Darius Robinson. There's Cameron Bynum. $3.99 and Demario Davis. Might have to grab another pack of sleeves here in a minute. I thought I was going to have enough sleeves, and I'm filling them up here. May have to just start throwing the silvers on the back. I'll throw them in their own pile. Christian McCaffrey, Michael Vick, and Tua. Go Javon Baker and Cade Stover. There's Tylese Fuaga on the blue to $5.99. Just going to start throwing these there. Yeah, a lot of packs. if you couldn't tell already, we have a lot of packs here. And we're still go time stamped and Jordan Poyer. Well, that is the nice thing about Prestige is you do get a lot of stuff out of here. Jalen Warren, Kincaid, Jim Harbaugh. Nice. Go, there's Troy Franklin and Devontae Walker. We've got Saquon Barkley numbered to 299 on the premium. And Peyton Wilson. Oh, we just dropped a nuke. Look out below. Monk Singleton, A-Chain. Johnny Wilson, Darius Robinson. There's Jack Jones, excuse me. And Josh Hines Allen. Before he added the hyphen to his name. It's Antonio Gibson. Ooh, we're going rookies. We only got 2 base cards. And we're heading to the rookies. So we've got an autograph back here. Dwayne Carter, Edgerrin Cooper. Pull off the back here. We've got Chad Johnson. A little throwback there. Christian McCaffrey, numbered to 299 on the premium. And our autograph, we're looking at Tyson Bagent. Tyson Bagent, Mr. Bag of Donuts. There you go, Silver Sport. Well, Tyson Bagent, extra points, premium autograph. Dude looked pretty good in preseason. Ended up getting himself a nice contract extension. Keep being the backup there in Chicago. And a little Christian McCaffrey. Our stack's getting small. We're getting there. Finally a Heroes. So we are going to get a Heroes in this pack. Yeah, Zay Flowers, Quentin Johnson. There's... Oop, that's my base cards. Uh-oh. I messed up. Now I messed up. Put my base cards in the rookie pile. Senior still DJ James. There's Alma Matters. And Justin Herbert on the Heroes. Got Casey Washington, Josh Newton. There's Jalen Warren of $2.99 and Christian Gonzalez. Final stack. We're getting down. We're getting low. We've got 4 autographs so far. At least 1 card numbered down to 50, so that's a plus. We have not gotten any of the short print players yet. Kind of amazed about that one. There's Adam Vinatieri and Derek Carr. Yeah, we did not get any of the horizontal short print guys. Be nice to see a Bo Nix again. Nothing lower than 50 either. Saquon, we're looking at Leonard Taylor and Terry and Arnold on Matters. So some of these, Panini doesn't have a license for the college, so it won't show you what the college is. Usually it'll have the college logo down there if they have the license to put it on the cards. Adam Thielen, no longer a Panther. He's actually back in Minnesota now. He came home, or went home, I should say. There's Malachi Corley, Malik Neighbors, Deshaun Watson, and Josh Jacobs. Some of these packs get a little crazy. Kind of like the Elite packs, so they sometimes will just fall apart in your hand. Trey McBride, Javon Baker, so we only got 2 base cards. Let's see what we got. Ooh, what is this? Troy Franklin. Nice little rookie there. We've got Any Given Sunday, Jacoby Myers. Javon Baker, and behind here we've got, oh, another case hit. So these are another case hit. Forgot about these ones. The Dressed to Impress. Not quite the, again, not the player we'd be looking for, but that's Dressed to Impress. Ezekiel Elliott. Pulled a couple of these out. They also have the drip ones. I believe they got the drips in these. But I've pulled out, whatchamacallit, Saquon. I have pulled... Who else have I pulled on the Dress to Impress? I think Micah Parsons. Oh, and Johnny Manziel. Amazingly. Pulled Johnny Manziel in one of these. Xavier McKinney. Same still. DJ James. Chris Jones. Ooh, to 99. There we go. 99 on the premium. And Ricky Williams. Troy Franklin, Devontae Walker for the record, Flipper Anderson, and Josh Allen on the powerhouse. What do we got? 4 packs left. If you hung out and watched this whole thing, even if you skipped through, thank you for hanging out and checking it out. Okay, Mafe. Like I said, check out eBay. A lot of this stuff will end up on eBay. Ooh, there's a Myles Garrett powerhouse. 69. Nice. Out of 99. A lot of this stuff will end up on eBay. If it doesn't end up there, it may also be featured in a single show over on Whatnot. Go ahead and check out the Whatnot links down below. I do a bunch of single shows on there as well, but usually a lot of the stuff gets scanned and uploaded to eBay. So if you're interested in anything here, as well as some of the stuff that came back from our PSA reveal, you'll most likely find it listed there. Timestamp Xavier Gibson and Dante Hall. 2 packs left. Let's finish it out on a high note. See what we can get out of here. Hopefully, see something nice to finish us off. There's Nate Wiggins rookie, Jalen Polk. There's Jatavian Sanders to $9.99. And Darius Robinson. Final pack. All right, this is it, Prestige. We got in 2 case hits. What was that, 4 autographs? At least got a Bijan on the back. We've got 3 vets, which means we're not going to get anything too exciting out of here. Jaden Hicks, Prestigious Pros, TJ Watt, and Bijan Robinson on the youth movement finishes us off. So there you have it. That's a half case of Prestige. Like I said, this is usually pretty fun stuff. It's cheap. It's affordable. It's got a ton of stuff in there. You're not overloaded with, silly, unnecessary, inserts. They do have inserts in each pack, but you're not overloaded with them like Score, where Score gives you like 17 inserts per pack, and they end up repeating themselves after a while. You get a ton of rookies, which is nice in early season stuff. Ton of rookies out of there. So you are going to get that. You get a ton of numbered cards. We do have a bunch of the silver hypers or diamonds mixed in here. I can't remember if they're diamonds or hypers. One of the two. Bunch of those mixed in here, along with a ton of numbered stuff. And then our excitement in the back. We'll do a quick recap here. There we go. Case hit. Dress to impress. Ezekiel Elliott trying to show off the abs there. Myles Garrett, numbered to 99. There's a Tyson Bagent. Nice little autograph there. Nuclear case hit of AR. We went nuclear on this one. Johnny Wilson, Passports autograph. Cooper DeJean auto on the extra points. Troy Franklin to 199. Mike Sainer still to 399. Amani Bailey autograph. And Living Legends to 50. Tony Dorsett. So there you have it. Let me know what you think. Thank you for hanging out. Like I said, happy Labor Day to everybody. Thank you for the 200 subscribers. Growing steadily. Do this for fun. I enjoy it. Enjoy just ripping cards. Gives me a reason to open cards and share all the hits with everybody. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you for the support. Everybody who stops in, gives it a like, thumbs up, shares it, all that fun stuff. Let me know if you've opened up any Prestige, if you like it, don't like it, indifferent, if you pulled anything good. If you're interested in some of this early season 2025 stuff, check out the links down below in the description. You can pick up some of the stuff over on Amazon, which is kind of nice. Get it pretty quickly. Anyways, thank you again for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch y'all next time.